Festivals game of the O.C.G. and in preparation for the Tomb Raider 4 through 6 Remastered collections coming in 4 days, less than 4 days. I am here, going through the one Tomb Raider game from the trilogy I didn't beat, the third game. Start over. Ah, shit, I didn't mean to do that. I started up the first game, fuck. Now we're gonna make the first save of like 58 million. Because there's a shotgun you can get right here. An early pickup. Oh, give me a fucking break. Oh my god. Last time I got this like first try. I think fuck. And from here you can get a major health pack and more shotgun ammo. And also another fucking trap. I hate the fact that you have to kill monkeys, but you know. And you gotta remember to hold the button for the zip line. You don't just tap it. I've learned that the hard way. Oh, yay, the stream at the fucking piranha. This thing's flying across. Oh, shit. Fuckers. Fucker. Did I loop back around to where it was? God, yeah, I did. Fuck me, okay. See, that's why you fucking save. Hey, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Yeah. Like, early 3D gaming, but yeah. Don't worry, there'll be plenty more fucking 2D games. I'm not done with that. just prepping for the new Tomb Raider game coming out on the Valentine's Day. This is Tomb Raider 1 through 3 remastered, and Tomb Raider 4 through 6 remastered is coming on the 14th, and I'm really stoked for that. I beat Tomb Raider 1, I beat Tomb Raider 2, I got pretty far in 3, but I just bounced off of it because, well, Tomb Raider is a notoriously hard series, and Tomb Raider 3 is probably the hardest, and in kind of a bullshit way. It's like, hey, let's challenge people who were already really good at Tomb Raider, so it's just fucking brutal. And I just got pissed off with it. And at that point, I had been marathoning 2 Tomb Raider games back-to-back, so... I didn't really have time to replay the first 2. But I do have time to replay this one. Or, well, you know, go back through it. It's not a bad game. It's just really, really fucking hard. In a series known for being hard. You see what I'm saying? It's got a lot of cool stuff in it. Yeah, I mean, it's about how it's hard for me, because I don't just play games for difficulty. I play games for a lot of reasons, and there's hard in a good way and there's hard in a bad way. Like Dark Souls, Elden Ring. That's hard in a good way. Oh, fuck, that's where what I missed. The switch right there. I'm dumb. And there are parts of this that are really, really, really good. That I do like. Tomb Raider 3, it's not like it's a bad game at all. It has a very unique setup where it's the only Tomb Raider game where you have a large amount of control over what order you do the levels. The first set of levels is set in India, as you're saying, and the last is in Antarctica. But then there's... No, hold on a second. Yeah. 98 was a good year in gaming. But anyway, so you start out in India and you end in Antarctica. But there's also levels in Nevada, the South Pacific, and London. And each of those 3 acts can be played in any order. You have to beat all 3 to proceed to the final act, but you can do them in any order. So that's the only Tomb Raider game before or after that lets you do most of the game in any order, which I appreciate. And a lot of the levels are really good. And this is the Tomb Raider, the added sprint. And this is actually one of the first games to ever have sprint, by the way. Not just for Tomb Raider, in general. And it has a stamina bar, no less, so it was very trend-setting in that regard. There's the first Tomb Raider game to let you crouch, and they actually fit a lot of mechanics in that. I know it sounds boring, but when you're thinking about the fact that you're tomb raiding, there's a lot of confined spaces. I really like the levels, and Nevada, because you infiltrate Area 51 and like you get caught in a prison and all that. But then there's just parts of it that are sheer bullshit. I will say this, okay, first of all, this remastered trilogy is fantastic. This is one of the best remasters ever made. It's done by people who actually love Tomb Raider, who are fan modders. They actually hired a lot of them, so it's done by people who clearly love Tomb Raider. So it's done with love and respect. I love the fact you can switch between the old and the new visuals instantly, even in the fucking pause menu. And they've done a phenomenal job of keeping the atmosphere while making it look way, way prettier. I mean, it's not going to win graphics awards, but it is a shit ton better. You have an amazing photo mode. You know, and this remaster gets rid of one of the main problems with Tomb Raider 3. Tomb Raider 3, like I said, was super hard. Because, you know, like I said, it's super hard. Because they wanted to challenge people that were good at Tomb Raider, which was already fucking hard. It limited your saves. Tomb Raider 3 had extremely limited saves, manual saves. Like, ridiculously. And so it's already much harder, and then you have long period, like, limited saves? Fuck. But thankfully, this remaster lets you save and load at any time, which you're going to be doing that a lot. I would say save, and then save. And if you think you've saved too much, save again. And then, of course, they have a modernized control scheme. I've actually defended the tank controls in Resident Evil, classic Resident Evil games. I know people hate on them. And while they take some adjustment, they actually made sense in the context of the game, because in Resident Evil, it was preset camera angles that would shift rapidly. So if you were pressing up and it shifted to one camera angle, up would now be right, and right would now be left. And so it would cause that. So by having up always be forward, you never had to wonder what to press to move forward. No matter how much the camera angle shifted, you would stay in that direction. So even if it takes some adjusting, it wasn't done for no reason, and it complemented the design of the game. And I actually, when I go back and play the remasters of the classic Resident Evil games, I play with the tank controls. Like, they actually made a modern control, and I don't do it because the game is just designed with it in mind. And now it's like second nature to me. But I can understand, you know, I mean, it's nice to have the option there to turn it off because a lot of people can't get into it. But in Tomb Raider always was fully 3D, behind the back with a movable camera. Well, not movable, but you know what I mean. It had a dynamic camera. It wasn't pre-rendered backdrops that shifted. It was a fully 3D moving camera, okay? So Tomb Raider didn't really have a reason to have tank controls, and so honestly, them being gone is great. And of course, you know, they're there if you want them. See the tank controls, and then see she's like fucking. You can't move backwards unless you're hopping backwards. You can't just run backwards, and she's just really fucking stiff. And it's just for platforming, that is a fucking nightmare. Plus, it's square to jump. Square to jump just hurts my fucking brain. You know, but modern controls, she can move on a free axis, not tank, and it's much better. Although, like I said, it's an optional toggle, so everybody's happy. I know a shit ton of people who literally would not play the old Tomb Raiders because they couldn't get past tank controls. So just that alone opens the doors for a lot of new people. And there's a bunch of quality of life tweaks. They added earning trophies, of course. You know, so yeah, these are definitely the definitive versions, and I can't wait to play the second collection. Because that has Tomb Raider 4, which most people think Tomb Raider 4 is the best of the classic series. And it was a huge step up. It has Tomb Raider Chronicles, which I think is super underrated. It has one of my favorite levels in the series. There's like, Tomb Raider Chronicles is like 5 unrelated stories. It's like an anthology thing about different parts in her life. And one of them is her when she's really young, like, 14. And she's in an Irish island. And it goes full horror and supernatural with Celtic spirits. And 1, I'm Irish, and I love Irish culture, so I fucking love that. And 2, I'm into horror, so I really like the dark horror aesthetics. And 3, they lean into the supernatural. Like, you actually meet the fucking Grim Reaper. Some of the coolest fucking levels. And because she's a little kid, she gets to become a battle-hardened badass. You have to run. You don't have guns. Okay? So, like, you're exploring a creepy gothic church, dreary fucking isle fighting fucking Gaelic demons. Pretty fucking awesome. And it has some of the best atmosphere in the series, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how that looks with this new levels and the new controls and all that shit. I think it's going to be fucking amazing. And then Tomb Raider: The Angel of Darkness was what originally killed the series, what led to the reboot, but that's because it was rushed. The game actually had a lot of good stuff going for it. The game had a lot of really good stuff going for it. It was really ambitious, and they've never done a game like it before or after. But the problem with Angel of Darkness is that it was rushed to make the movie. The second Angelina Jolie movie, The Cradle of Life, came out. And I actually like the Angelina Jolie Tomb Raider movies. They're one of the few good video game adaptations. But they were like, oh, we need to maximize revenue, so you got to release alongside the movie. So they pushed out the door before it was ready, despite the entire dev team telling them no. And so they had to cut a shit ton of content that was supposed to go in the game because it just wasn't ready at all. And then, a lot of the game was buggy and unfinished. And obviously the fans were not happy about it, but there's been a staunch community of people that really love Angel of Darkness because it had a lot of heart and a lot of soul, and they were trying to do something new. Laura is a fugitive. She's on the run. She gets framed for murder, so she doesn't have access to her money. It's gritty. It's dark in a mature way. She has to, it has stealth, where, you have to sneak around people because she's not going to kill fucking police officers. It's got her in an urban setting. I mean, it's big-ass tomb, but it's like her in Paris and Parisian back streets in the fucking grotto. It has RPG elements where Laura gets stronger throughout the game. Like, it had a lot of good stuff. It just wasn't finished. And what's so amazing is, obviously, they're doing a big graphical overhaul. They're adding, modernized controls to that, too. But they're actually going through and they're restoring all the cut content because most of it was on the disc. It just wasn't finished. They finished it. They're re-adding it back to the game, and they're unbugging it, the base game. So it's not just like a really good remaster of Angel of Darkness. It's like the original vision of Angel of Darkness that it was always supposed to be, but wasn't because it got kicked out the door before it was ready. It's like the director's cut of Angel of Darkness, along with like all those quality of life shit. And it's super awesome because Angel of Darkness had a lot going for it, but it was really buggy and unfinished. And now that might actually change, and it might actually get the chance to really shine, which is fucking awesome. So I'm really excited just for the collection in general. And plus it's $30, so you're basically getting 3 games for $30, and so it's hard to beat a game for $10 a pop. And even if you get both collections, it's $60 for 6 games and done by fans and with a lot of love. So, and then Aspire, also did the Soul Reaver remaster that I played recently. That was also fucking awesome. And they've done all these games like within a year, okay? So, February of 2024, Tomb Raider 1 through 3 remastered. Super great. December of 2024, Soul Reaver 1 and 2 remastered. Super great. February of 2025, Tomb Raider 4 through 6 remastered. And it's the same team. So they released like 3 games in just about a year. And actually 8 in total, because they're compilations, remember? And they've all been super polished and fucking great. That is an achievement. And on top of which, they patched both. It's like they added fan features like the ability to switch her outfits in any game, so you can have all of her Tomb Raider 3 outfits and Tomb Raider 1. Just cool shit like. Not only were they releasing 3 awesome games that were polished at launch, in 1 year, but they also were supporting the updates and listening to fan feedback. So, just all in all, super fucking cool. And they're a small team of like 20 people. Like, they're not a big team. So, I mean, fuck. The fact they were able to accomplish that in 1 year is fucking noteworthy. And they've done a bunch of other great remasters. They remastered a bunch of the Star Wars games. The older, good Star Wars games. You know, Jedi Outcast, Jedi Academy. So, I mean, they're constantly churning out good shit. So, and a lot of these older games are getting a new lease on life because of them. So, I love it. As somebody who genuinely loves older games, you know, and for the people who love the game, it's a chance to play the game better than ever with all new amenities on modern systems. And for people yeah. For people who haven't played them, it's a new chance to play them because, as I've said this before, people who don't know about the games, unless they've decided to be collectors, which is becoming rarer and rarer, increasingly less prevalent, are not going to buy a bunch of systems and games and track it down for a game they never played. So it means that for most newer gamers, the doors to a lot of these older games are closed. And not that I blame them. It's like, I don't even know about this game, and I'm going to track down an old system and all the hassles that go with it and spend a couple $100. You know, so it makes these opened for a new generation of people, you know, and it's cool because soon the entire classic run of Tomb Raider will be available on modern consoles. And I'm hoping they'll do one more remastered collection because there's Tomb Raider there's they call it the Legends continuity, Tomb Raider Legend, Tomb Raider Anniversary, which is a fucking awesome reimagining of the first game. It's not like a remake, it's like a reimagining. And then Tomb Raider Underworld. And those are like 14, 15 years old. So they could do one more trilogy, you know? They've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, do 7, 8, 9, basically. Or just call it the Legends Remaster, whatever. Because they all follow the continuity, and they're both fucking awesome games. All three of them are. And have their own special spot in the trilogy. Or, I'm sorry, the series. Plus, it'd be cool, a trilogy of trilogy remasters. Hard to get more meta than that. Yo, dog, I heard you like trilogies. So I put a trilogy in your trilogy so you can trilogy while you trilogy. Oh, that's right. I was supposed to. Yeah, I forgot about that. I was supposed to hop down. That's my bad. See, this is why you save, and then save some more, and then save even more. Hey, here we go. That opened that bottom gate right there. More flares I don't fucking need. You know, and something that something I really love about this game, all the classic Tomb Raiders, is their sense of atmosphere. The gameplay's kind of dated, even with the modernized controls. It's still not gonna. Nobody's gonna think, "Oh, this is new." But man, do they really, really nail that atmosphere, that sense of solitude and isolation in a ruin where you're just lost in, like, on the 10. I also don't really agree with people being like, every single Tomb Raider level has to be set in a tomb. Now, don't get me wrong. It would be one thing, right? If there were no tombs. But to say that every single level in Tomb Raider has to be in a tomb is just stupid. Okay? Especially because, they've made no secret that Tomb Raider was heavily inspired by Indiana Jones. I have not played Thief 2. I've wanted to. I've seen it. I've not played Thief 1 either. I have played, because both of those are only on PC. I've never owned a PC, a gaming PC anyway. I had a laptop once for a brief stint. But I have played the shit out of Thief 3, Deadly Shadows, and I really like that game. I know I would probably like it because I like stealth games a lot. And I like Thief 3. And I love Dishonored. Dishonored is one of my favorite games. Because Deadly Shadows came to Xbox, the original Xbox, you know what I mean? So that's how I played it, was back in the day on the OG Xbox. And then, yeah, 2004, yeah. That is exactly when it came out, actually. Yeah, like I said, I love stealth games. I loved Thief 3. I love Dishonored, which is made by the same team, actually. Dishonored is one of my all-time favorite games. And it's pretty cool. Dave Szymanski, the guy who did Dusk, fucking awesome boomer shooter throwback. Like, it's pretty much the game that caused the whole boomer shooter resurgence. Is working on a game that's meant to be like a throwback to Doom, or not Doom. I'm sorry, Thief, called Gloomwood, and it's really good. And it's supposed to come to consoles eventually. Oh yeah, I forgot it. this the one I pulled, or... Yeah, I think so. Like I said, I love older games. I don't get the chance to stream as many of them as I might like, because I'm limited to, you know, what I can stream. But when I get a capture card, when I get a PC and a capture card, you're gonna see me streaming a lot of older shit. No, that's still this way. Doesn't really. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, still. Yeah, it's like I thought. Like I said, the first time I get some actual money, I'm gonna get a capture card, a semi-decent capture card, and a fucking, you know, start streaming older games as well. I mean, not entirely. Like I said, I genuinely like a wide variety of games, old and new, so... But I just to have the option would be nice. Yeah, and you can actually use the camera tool in this game to kind of to glimpse the levels, which I think is awesome. There's a certain way you have to do this, and I actually did this earlier and I fucking forgot. These levels are just fucking labyrinthian, honestly. I mean, that's part of their appeal, but yeah. No map in this bitch! Oh, here we go. Boom. There we go. I'm pretty sure that opened it. Let me save. And now do fucking swan dive. Almost didn't make it. Almost died. Oh god. Still super cool that you can do that. Well, now we know why Bengal tigers are on the endangered species list, because Laura was fucking killing them left and right. Not that you'd have a choice. They are actually notoriously aggressive, so if you run into them out in the wild, it really is you or them. And they'd very much like it to be them. No, the real reason why Bengal tigers are almost fucking extinct is because of hunters and poachers, pretty much. People who don't hunt them because they have to, but because they want to. Same with fucking rhinos. That's the end of the first level, where they have this mistaken fucking belief that rhino horn will give you super erections. Like, no shit. And it doesn't. It does not. It's just fucking rhino horn. Oh yeah, I forgot. Fucking king cobras. Yeah. Fucking Jurassic Park in this bitch! Fuck me. And that's one of the things I hate about this game. They added poison. Certain things, blow darts, snakes can poison you, and it will drain your health until you die unless you use a health pack. So on the one hand, you don't have to find any special item. On the other hand, it basically guarantees that you have to use a heal from a tiny bit of damage. It's fucking annoying. And to my knowledge, it's the only Tomb Raider that had poison as a mechanic. At the end of the world, but it is fucking annoying. Okay, so Tomb Raider Anniversary is like a total reimagining of the first Tomb Raider by the people that did Legends and Underworld, the Soul Reaver team, basically. It keeps the same basic plot and the same levels, but modernized the gameplay at the time, because this was 2006. Now, it in and of itself is old, relative game-wise it's old. And, but it reimagines the entire game. Like, the level will be the same basic idea, waterfall puzzle, but the whole level will be redesigned. Totally new layout, totally new stuff, and modernized gameplay, well, at the time, and still a lot more modern than the original games. And a rewritten story. And it's fucking fantastic. In fact, I think probably overall Tomb Raider Anniversary is my favorite Tomb Raider game. Because they, you know, it was the Soul Reaver team, so they knew what they were fucking doing. And, they kept all that was good about the original Tomb Raider, but they modernized the shit out of the level designs and made them just better while preserving it. It's kind of like, I would say it's kind of like how the modern Resident Evil remakes are, if you've played any of those. They have the same core principles, but the gameplay is totally overhauled, and the story's rewritten and recasted, and the levels are different. So, you know, like the Resident Evil 2 remake is still Leon and still Claire in the police station, but entirely new script for Leon and Claire, modernized gameplay behind the back, and all that. That's what Tomb Raider Anniversary is to Tomb Raider 1. And if it was done in somebody else's hands, it would suck. But it was done in the hands of people who got Tomb Raider. They actually worked with the creator of Tomb Raider. His name is Toby Gard, or Toby Gord. I'm sorry, I don't know how you say it. It's an English name. But they extensively worked with the guy who made the original Tomb Raider and gave him creative input. So they stayed true to the essence of Tomb Raider. And it's fucking phenomenal. And I really like the series. And I really liked a lot of different Tomb Raiders. But Anniversary is probably my favorite overall. And unfortunately, it's 2-minute anniversary is not on any modern platforms. Well, kinda is. You can technically play it on Series X, do backwards compatibility with the 360 version, but that's not the same thing, and it, that's only on Xbox. Any other system, you're shit out of luck, and it's even hard to get to run on PC, so I would love for them to remaster that as well. Fucking Piranha. Jeez. Ah, shit. Yeah, I gotta put my save. So, like I said, they remastered the first trilogy of Tomb Raider. Now they're doing the second, and Anniversary, Legends, and Underworld all form a trilogy. They all have the same writer, the same team, the same actress for Laura. And actually, by far my favorite actress for Laura, her name is Keely Hughes, which once again is the English name, so if I butcher it, that's my bad. But her name is Keely Hughes, and Laura's had a lot of different actors, but she's by far my favorite one. So I'd really like for them to remaster Tomb Raider Legend, Tomb Raider Anniversary, and Tomb Raider Underworld next. And if they did that, then the whole main series, because obviously there's been a bunch of spin-offs of Tomb Raider, a fucking Tomb Raider Game Boy game for fuck's sake. But if they bring Legend, Anniversary, and Underworld, then they'll have the whole main series on modern systems from start to finish, and that's the goal. To be able to play all of the main Tomb Raider games on one system. And if you ever get a chance to play Anniversary, I strongly recommend it. It's fucking amazing. It has one of my favorite levels, not just in Tomb Raider, but like in gaming in general. It's called the Tomb of Sir Francis Folly. It's fucking awesome. It's like this Greek tomb, and it's a tomb made up of smaller tombs. There's like a central tomb, and then there's 4, each were based off of a Greek god. Like, Hephaestus, Zeus, Poseidon, Damocles, and each, it's like a level that springs into tinier levels. And I'm not even really doing it justice 100%, but it's fucking outstanding. And like for me to say it's one of my all-time favorite video game levels ever should mean something. And I mean the whole game is good, but that one level fucking floored me. Just an amazing atmosphere, amazing level design, nail-biting platforming. Like Damocles, for instance, is based off of the Sword of Damocles. So you have to navigate this big-ass fucking room with giant swords ready to drop on your head. So it literally is like a cool spin on the story. And when you go to Zeus's room, you have to navigate electricity. So it's like each one is themed, and it might come off as frustrating, but it doesn't. And it's like levels within levels. So I just really fucking dig it. Yeah, fucking piranha always hassling me. Trying to nibble on my bits, bastards. Oh, fuck, I forgot there's a switch right there, yeah. See, they did such a great job of adding new shit and making this feel like a real jungle in a way that obviously on PS1 they couldn't. Like just the foliage, the lighting, better textures, it's fantastic. The water dripping. Better than fucking O.C.G is being a whore. The only thing I don't really like about the classic Tomb Raider games is the combat. Like, even when the original Tomb Raider games came out, the combat, even by the time, was just eh. And now it has aged really poorly. Like, obviously, the focus of the game isn't combat, but yeah. It's just lock on, try to backflip, and pray that your shots land. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not great either. I mean, it's passable. Probably the part that's aged the worst. Because the atmosphere in the game still holds up remarkably well, and so does Laura's characterization. Hello! Ugh, fuck. Oh, no, and then, yeah, see, this is why we save. Like I said, if you think you've saved too many times, fucking save again. Fuck. Like, some of the jumps are just, like, expect you to get, like, every fucking millimeter out of her jump. Yep. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. You gotta... jump back, fling over the edge, and then saddle. Shimmy side to side, baby. Shimmy, shimmy, shake, shake. Like, you fucking monkeys, leave me alone. There are fucking tigers in this jungle. Don't you think you have bigger problems to worry about? Like, there's a snake right there. It's like, you don't think that's a pressing concern? A more pressing concern? But no, try to rob fucking the chick with the dual fucking pistols. That's a good idea. I thought monkeys were supposed to be fucking intelligent. I'm gonna save. Now this seems daunting, but really, as long as you just stay precisely in the middle, you're not going to get burned at all. I thought it had like a timing component, but no, you just have to stay in the middle and you'll be fine. So it actually is a lot simpler than it is. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that. There's a poison dart that shoots in the water, and then wreckage starts falling from the ceiling. See, just bullshit like that. Hey, we're gonna hit you with a poison dart underwater, and then drop ruins on you without warning you. Fuck you. And that's what I mean. Like, there's parts of this game that are really fucking great, and then you get cheap ass shit like that. And remember, the original game had super limited saves. So it's like, oh, hey, that just happened. Now I lost like an hour of progress. Fuck me. Did I say that you should save a lot? Or like this. This is climbable and grabbable. But you really wouldn't fucking know that. Oh, sweet, another snake. See, darts, a boulder, and fucking swinging blades in one room? What the fuck? It's like, who was not hugged enough as a kid? Yep, and then I fall into the spikes. Fuck me. And this is why You save. There's the ability to be able to save and load anywhere. Honestly, makes a lot more of this game bearable. Because honestly, I probably would never finish this if I had to beat this on like 5 fucking saves. Let me tell you. Don't fight it. Honestly, it's great craftsmanship that it's like 3,000 years later and those blades are still cutting, so I have to give them props for that. Oh, God. Save, fuck me, and I should have saved more! I should have saved more than I already did, which was a lot! Remember, I'm not even, I'm fucking 2 levels deep into this. Okay, it gets worse. This is just the tip. And the full thing, the fucking shaft, it's coming. You're not ready for it. Got memories of gaming, still my excuse me. Okay. It opened. Yeah, that opened the fucking path forward. Gotcha. Or maybe I'm mistaken. Hold on. Ah, fuck. I might have to look up a guide on what to do. Some of this stuff is just so fucking cryptic, honestly. Fuck. Oh, yeah. So I'm just trying to see what I'm supposed to do. Fuck. Hello. Yeah, just give me a bit. I love you. Right. Okay. Yeah, I think I fucked up. Okay, I think I got it now. Yep, fuck me. Oh, that's the first key. Fuck this path that it came from. Oh, so is that. Fuck me. So easy to get lost. Yeah, okay, here we go. And not to mention, this game has fucking... Oh, fuck. Yeah. I'm gonna take a short break. I'll be back.